Скажи мне, что я твой цветок навсегда, что в сердце твоем я буду всегда.
My dogs are curious, so I'm just gonna let them kind of roam around. This is Addie. The other one that you'll see is Kitty. Anyways, today we have the Mosin Nagant 9130. And let me just preface this by saying, doesn't matter how expensive one of these rifles is, it's still a garbage rod. And I will use this video to prove my point. Anyways, welcome to my overview of my Mosin 9130. Let's go over a little bit of the history of this. And I'm not a historian or anything, but there's people who've done plenty of videos on this, so I'm just going to keep it brief. The Russians came up with a cartridge, the 7.62 by 54 rimmed cartridge, that feeds 5-round stripper clips into the system, and it's just a basic bolt-action rifle. It's nothing simple. It's nothing complex. These were made to be cheap. These were made to be mass-produced, and you can definitely tell by the way that if you ever handled a Mosin, they feel like that. The only ones that I've had any exceptions to is like a matching Imperial M91, not the M9130, and then also a finished Mosin. But even then, they still aren't as nice as some like a last-ditch Arasaka bolt that I've handled. So that's saying something. Obviously, these were made by the designation name. They were produced in 1891 actually. And they're remodified and cut down, and a few other things changed. Sights included to the M9130 model. Other than that, that's pretty much all you need to know. It's just a mass-produced gun that the Russians used. Go watch CN Arsenal's video about it if you want to know more. So this is the ammo I'm going to be using today. It's this corrosive, I believe it was Romanian silver tip. And just so you know, this is the accuracy test, so we'll be shooting at 25 and 100 yards. Alright, so here we have first three, 1, 2, 3. Not shooting too bad. If I remember right, Mosins are 9130s are zeroed for 100 meters. So, and this is a yard range. So 25 yards, and then over there is the 100. I just want to say the trigger is okay. It's a standard mil-spec trigger, it feels like. But oh my god, I don't know what it is about the Mosins. It could be 50 bucks, it could be $1,000, but they just still are garbage rods. The bolts are stiff, especially if you get one that's not matching. And it's the only bolt gun that actually like hits and hurts your shoulder. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know. Probably the buttstock. All right, so as I suspected, I was shooting a little high. That makes sense because the 25 yards shooting a little high as well. I did have one shoot up there. I think that was the second shot, but not too bad. I hit a man-sized target, so pretty good. Anyways, back to the gun. Let's do a little quick tip to butt. So first off, we have this long spiker bayonet. Oh my god, this is a reproduction scabbard slash frog. It's just a little leather with a little brass piece at the end for tip protection, and it's just literally like an old school bayonet from like a musket. That's kind of what these were designed. They're cheap, might as well mass produce them. What you do is you push them down, then you twist, and then they come out. This one's a little stiff, as you can tell, so now I just got to leave that on. Unless I want to knock it off now. You know how soldiers use their guns as hammers? I'm no exception. Ta-da! Yeah, usually you have to, if you get one, you have to kind of hand fit them. You can see I've done some sanding in them, so that's fun. So, back to the tip to butt, we have a front sight cover that is adjustable both height and windage. And does have a protective cover on it, so that's pretty nice. We have a cleaning rod embedded into the barrel. It's just screwed on, which is okay. Come back, we have the updated version of the sling hole with the brass covering so it doesn't crack or anything, with the dog collars, and a canvas sling, another dog collar back here with also brass coverings. There's different variations of the holes and stuff. The Finns did different things, Russians did different things. I got one of the nicer ones with the brass coverings so it lasts a little bit longer. Keep coming back, upper handguard, which is nice. Then we have the sights. I'll show you a picture of what the sights look like, but if you ever shot an AK or any Russian rifle, it's the same. It looks the same. It's crappy sights, but it works. Then we have some markings on the top of the receiver here. Then we have our bolt. It is a 2-lug bolt. However, it is not as nice of a bolt as, say, a Mauser action. It is, oh my god, this is a stiff bolt. This is after cleaning and oiling too, and I've had this gun polished and everything. It doesn't matter. It's, yeah, I don't like these. Anyways, we have a 5-round magazine, single stack and not double stack like a Mauser action would. And then we have the trigger, so obviously it's clear. Now let's ghost that trigger. So we have a little bit of mush, hard wall. We have about, I'd say that's about probably like 4 millimeters of mush take up. Then we have the wall, a little bit more travel, and then we have the release. Cool, and then we won't go on the reset. I'd say that's probably about like a 5 to 6 pound trigger pull. Not too bad actually for the Mosin. I didn't mind that. It has a straight wrist stock instead of a semi-pistol grip, which is okay. The Americans did that too. It's still a dumb decision. The semi-pistol grips are better, you know. Next we have our bolts. It's a bolt action. I don't know what else you want me to show you. I have a little demonstration here showing the stripper clips and why you shouldn't buy the Chinese ones and you should buy original ones, because these Chinese ones kind of suck, and I didn't know that at the time, but they're cheap because I got like a pack of 40 for 20 bucks. I bet you original Mosin stripper clips work a lot better because they're a lot more worn in, but it's just easier to single load these anyways.
So here's a closer look at those Chinese stripper clips. They're just aluminum, straight aluminum, no finish on them or anything. And here's how difficult it is to just push the bullets in. It's probably just because they're new and not worn in, but like you can see, I am pushing so hard just to push these things down. I have to like fiddle with it. It's just, yeah, I don't. These just suck. I recommend not getting these. Like it took me how long to get just these 3 rounds in? Like a minute so far. And I'm almost there, and there we go. I got it. Ta-da.
All right, so this next one is just the speed test. How quick can I get 10 rounds downrange at like 10 feet away? I have to single load it because, as you saw in the stripper clip demo, it'll be too slow with the stripper clips. So let's get this started. Ready? God, Mosins are still garbage rods. Anyways, from 10 feet away, I can kill a Jerry any day of the week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, not too bad. I got a little boo-boo. Most likely from that little corner. Anyways, yeah, besides the stripper clip, you have also the safety. So, I'll cock that really quick. So what you do for the safety, you pull back on the cocking piece, and then you just turn it left. It's a little stiff to do, but you can get it for the most part. And it disconnects the trigger and locks the bolt. And all you do, I usually just, and it's not good to smack it, but just pull back, try to turn it. You can see these bolts kind of suck to do this with. There we go. So a lot of struggle with that. Then you just have straight wrist stock, dog collar, nothing too special back here. So there you go. And then let's go to my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on the garbage rod that continues to stay its glory and fame as a garbage rod. It's a good gun. It's a fun little gun, but it sucks to shoot. It's not really the most user-friendly. But for the time that it was made, it worked because it can be mass-produced. It was cheap, and on a army-wide basis, it's a good gun. On a personal soldier level basis, it's a bad gun. A crappy Mauser is still smoother than a good Mosin any day of the week, and that is my personal opinion and also belief that because it's true. But other than that, if you want one, pick one up while they're still cheap before they become like Car 98s where they're $1,500 for the crappiest kind you can find. Anyways, have a good rest of your day. Make sure you comment on my posts, anything that you want, because I like reading them. I'm not really here for subscribers or likes, so I only like comments. Anyways, have a good rest of your day and make sure to hydrate. Bad. No jumping.